Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rocky built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Appalachian State Mountaineers taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mountaineers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man, it's Cole. There's the pressure. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Sanchez. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Good timing on the quick out. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Cole. Got it in the middle, it's Godet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. It's a draw. Slithers into space.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll ride the hot hand. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Godet. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sanchez. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Godet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Dropping back, it's Cole. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Got on the room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Reels it in down the left side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw. It's Cole. It's caught. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. On target. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Offense gets set for second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. A little release to the back. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights. That brings him to within 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical.
Run to the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Cole. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line. And a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
They've stalled out a bit in the red zone. Just a couple of field goals on 3 previous trips. Now to get it in on 2nd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Quarterbacks have to have great instincts, and they have to have great field awareness. They got to understand where they are and how that relates. You got to understand the sidelines there. So I don't need to get too close to the sideline. He understood that. Understand the receiver didn't have very much space to work with, takes advantage of it, and makes the big interception.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Cole. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Godet. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Godet. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he wants it all. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snap from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen, and you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting a tackle for loss.
Looking downfield, it's Cole. Zings it complete to the right. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Looking for a man. It's Cole. back open in the middle. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. He slides that just inside the right upright. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking to throw, it's Cole. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got a man. It's Sanchez. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here come the Irish back on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
The give to the tailback. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And that is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Cole. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most.
Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to pass. With the catch, it's Sanchez. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. The short hands, it's Gilbert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he throws another interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking downfield, it's Cole. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you could just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Gives it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Cole. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll try to pop the draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Connection to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, App State!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself...
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play. If you want to do that, my goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a push on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
On to attempt the try. Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.